Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, top of the morning. It is before 6 a.m. So we're gonna knock one out real quick. I just want to check my levels, make sure I'm sounding good. I'm at the desk. I know I didn't give y'all this last night. Check my levels, make sure I'm sounding good. I'm at the desk. So without further ado, good morning. Yesterday was a very productive day. That's why I did not get a chance to come on. Not only was it a productive day, my daughter, Coach Reen, getting into fights on the bus. So we had a lot going on the scene, not even behind the scene, on the scene. I wanted to do this last night, and I want to get on and do a new thing that I'm incorporating. But I felt like I was just tired, man. I was like, you know what? I've been giving y'all good quality content, so I just didn't want to rush it. Right? Because the content, when I do these reactions, has been quality, and I felt like I did enough for the day as far as putting out material. I did a couple reactions. I did an experiment to show how, like, these guys, they're not really popping, they buy views. Because if you talk about somebody who's supposed to be in the algorithm, whether you remix a video or clip or something, and you don't draw attention on that, that should tell you right there about, it is what it is. I did a couple of those earlier in the day. That's what I do. I like to shake the game up a little bit, man. I love to shake the game up. And that's what I did yesterday. I shook the game up real quick. So we're gonna get right over here. We're gonna get to react like we do. Let's see what's going on. It's taking a little while to upload. I see it. It's taking a little while. 5 in the building. There we go. We are up and official now. This is Classic Ali. I'm gonna blow this up for y'all. Hold on. It's Classic Ali. Let's talk about it, right? Popping that jab. Now, this is in my content, so I'm not going to play his content is talking about in this video is the many forms of the Ali jab, right? Shout out to the 7 in the building. Hit the like button. 7 of y'all in here already. Appreciate it, man. 6 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, Muhammad Ali had many interpretations of his jab. He had the flick jab. He had the snake bite jab. That's what I call the snake bite, because it's going to sting you. He had the jab, just the range finder, right? That's why you always hear me say when I'm in the gym, put that stick on your jab. It's your best friend. It is your best friend, man. Smash the like button, man. But yes, that was the GOAT. Ali, Mumbaye, Ali, Mumbaye, Ali, Mumbaye. Right? The GOAT, Muhammad Ali. So we're gonna move on now. I wanna get to the beats and potato. Right here, this is what I really want to talk about, y'all. You know, I was covering when Hurricane Melissa first hit. Look.
The struggle for food has forced residents into desperate circumstances. Along the main road leading into blue fields, scores of people lined the roadside, pleading with motorists.
Let's stop it, man. I told you I'm going to continue to keep speaking on Hurricane Melissa. Now, Hurricane Melissa has been over for a couple weeks now, right? Maybe 2 weeks. This is still the aftermath. You see these people lined up on the road. We're also getting a lot of reports of all the aid being brought in. But this is an active ongoing aid effort, right? And look, these people right here are posted up on where? The road. No food, no supplies, right? No food, no supplies, man. Weeks afterwards. And you're going to hear some of their stories. You know, we have to cover these things. Sometimes I don't want to do this, but as a UGK Underground King platform, you know, we have to spread the mayonnaise, right? Spread the mayonnaise, no Diddy, right? We're going to spread it on this, man. Remember, I jumped on this early because I knew this was going to be a hot topic when this first jumped off. And I was going to say, I told you I was always going to keep following up. This is a little follow-up right here. It's still real over there. People are still in dire need of support, as you can see here.
Risks for anything they can spare.
We need food. We need clothes. We need shelter. My house probably of 8 children.
8 children.
It's a heartbreaking scene. A community left with no choice but to ask for help.
All they do, look, are y'all paying attention to this? All they doing is lining up on the road, stopping random cars. They stopping random cars, man, traveling, asking for assistance. So all of those trucks and aid and the donations haven't made it to these people yet, man. And a lot of times we're seeing on the news and on social media, the planes arriving with aid, but yet the people that's there still are in dire need
of Hurricane Melissa.
From say 9 o'clock, and we leave 5 o'clock. Sometimes we share it monthly one another.
Now that touched me right there. You see that? That's a real community. They are all struggling, and they said if they get a little bit, they share it. Did y'all catch that sauce, man? That was beautiful right there, man. That's what I told you. The people of Jamaica are strong, man. Resilient.
And then you could, you know, we just share it up. We have to eat and so we don't take everything for ourselves. We just share. Okay. Every day we no, we don't get no. We don't get food and clothes and hungry.
Further along the roadway, another resident, Kadian Mary, shares the harsh reality she's been facing in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa.
We out here begging because the house storm come on, blow down the house, and we don't have no food. So we out here beg food to eat. Good while now from the storm passed through, we out here from that time. We there good while now, right now we not eating nothing yet. We're hungry, we're going to sit here and come and eat here now. Not for money. I when people them pass the food, they're not giving up. So we free food now above them. Sometimes they wait up and give it. Sometimes we get it. Right now, so we're hungry right now. So, see, baby, mother.
Look at that pregnant lady right there. She's pregnant. Yo, they out there on the road. They are on the road, y'all. That lady is pregnant. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? She's pregnant. This is still going on, man. The aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. I'm just doing my part, man. I know a lot of the stuff is being depicted on the news and the media, social media. You're seeing all this aid, relief aid. But yet, the people that's still over there, these people are posted up on the road. No, none of that has got to them yet. They still have not got no aid, y'all. Let's not lose sight of this. You know, let's not lose sight of this, man. I know we see the planes arriving. You know, all of this relief aid. You hear the stories of some of that stuff being hijacked and stolen. These people right here still need this.
So, them out here see them like me. We join them and I beg with them because I don't have no food. My kids are in my yard, but I have to out. here.
Shanewz
No, I can't
This is
street down,
Shanewz,
so
Westmoreland,
Whatever.
District of
Some
Jamaica. No
motorists
needs aid.
do lend a helping hand. And on this particular day, a visit from a charitable group called Brotherly Love brought a moment of relief for several residents.
We normally give back. So before the storm, we normally go to communities and give back. We started in Hanover.
Now, this is an organization that gives back before the storm. So she's down there, boots on the ground. Boots on the ground.
That's where we are originally from. And we give school supplies. We do for the community, Christmas, whatever it is. We always stretch our hands to give back. I'm not the founder. The founder is my cousin, which is Crystal Free. It's heartbreaking in the best way that we can and we know how to.
I have a one-room house. I thank God for all of you though. But I have a one-room house. It break down. I lose the zik them is mash up and some of the board them. So I wish that you could help me, help my children, me and my children can comfortable.
Now that's the lady. She has a one-room house, one room. A one-room house. Her house is gone. She has children. Still no aid has come, man. This is Murnersville, Westmoreland. Still desperate for aid. Just wanted to just report on this because you remember I covered it earlier. We're going to continue to keep covering. I'm not going to be the one that's going to come on and highlight the fact that the aid is coming over. I'm going to keep highlighting the fact that there are people still out there without the aid. This lady and many of the people over there in the Westmoreland area of Jamaica are on the road. They're on the road asking for assistance. As you can see, they're asking for assistance. They need help. These people need help, right? They need help.
It's out here, so I have to come sometimes to get something like food on the road with the people. So I wish you could help me with my house. What are we doing here, so? What are we beggars do? KFPO.
In Murnersville, Westmoreland, the struggle for
Westmoreland, Murnersville, they still need aid. So when you see all these planes landing and you're seeing all of this aid, relief aid coming over there, it has yet to touch this section. It has yet to touch this section. And probably many other sections, but I just wanted to highlight that to do my part. To do my part, man. But let's move on to the next topic. How is the content looking, y'all? How is the content looking? Yes, this was despicable. I think he's going to be suspended, but this was despicable. He lied.
Now, why would Jamar Chase sit up there in front of all them microphones and God himself and lie? With all these cameras, with all this access we got to seeing every inch, every blade of grass on a football field with the technology we have, we gonna see it. Why lie? Why lie? Number two, most importantly, what is up with dudes spitting on each other nowadays? What is up with that?
Yeah, I said this earlier. When you spit on somebody, depending on what state it is, that's assault. New York, we recently just changed it to harassment, but it used to be assault here. Like if somebody spit on you and you just took off on them and got busy, it was considered assault. They might have got locked up and you defended yourself. But now they changed it to harassment.
What's up with that? Because first of all, Pete, you made a point. That's assault.
Yes, it is assault.
Oh, it's assault. On the street. That's assault. Assault. But above anything, it's one of the most disgusting and dehumanizing things that you can do to another human. Like, when did all of a sudden this become cool? Like when you exchanging words with somebody, you in the heat of a battle, when did it become the cool to just be like and spit on somebody? That's just lame behavior. And I love Jamar Chase. He's one of the best players in the National Football League, but I got to tell it like it is. That's lame behavior. Now, why would Jamar Chase sit up there in front of all them?
Now, you heard me on my platform say that before. Like when I was angry or mad at people, I'd be like, I'll spit on you because I want to disrespect you. That's disrespect. I want to fight. I'll spit on you. So when he reacted like how he did, I dig it. Right? He spit on him. It's up. I think he says that. I'm gonna find that clip. He was like, "Yo, when he spit on me, it was up." Right? It was up. Yeah, that's like spit on somebody. Spit on them. What was that about? Like he said, I think I gotta find that clip. Maybe I have it on here, maybe I don't. He said they were jawing, going back and forth. You know, that's football, sports. The ref told them to chill. The next play, same thing. He was like, yeah, he spit on him though. And then Jamar Chase lied. I think he's gonna be suspended. I was looking at something yesterday. The league was looking into him. In all likelihood, he needs to be suspended. Remember the Jalen Ramsey, I believe his name is, he was ejected. So they got to do something. Shout out to Cousin G, right? Posted it. Let's get to this right here. This is a wolf pack. This is their formation. Give it a listen. Aganda.
The Canadian photographer captured a wolf pack's formation, and it's mind-blowing. Guess what? The leader isn't at the front.
No, he's not.
The three wolves leading the pack are noticeably bigger, but who'd guess they are the weakest in the group?
You heard that? The three in the front are the weakest. They are large and in charge, but they are the weakest. And listen to this.
They are the oldest, or the sick ones among the wolves leading the pack. They set the pace and ensure
they are the oldest and the sick ones. But yet, look how their formation moves. They set the pace in the front so that they are assured not to be left behind. Man, community oriented, man.
they don't get left behind. A smart move, but they'd be the first casualties in an attack. The second tier is where the real strength lies. They are the young and strong ones, quick to react and exceptionally fierce.
Yeah, that the young and strong ones right there, the frontline soldiers, right? They're right behind the sick and the elderly, holding it down for who? The women and children.
They would swoop in and target the attackers while the old wolves engage. Then comes the third tier. These are the women and children of the pack. Not very strong, but they are the future, so they walk where it's safest. Next up is the fourth tier, just as tough as the second tier.
Yeah, so look, they are the women and children, the future. Look at the structure, man. Whoa, wild wolves. The women and children are protected by the soldiers, right? So if something comes from the front, the old and sick, elderly will engage it, and the front line strong soldiers would handle it, right? Behind them are the women and children. Behind the women and children are the second tier, front line, strong, aggressive soldiers, having them boxed in for protection. Man, brilliant.
It is the bodyguards. This formation is genius. Even if there's a surprise attack from behind, the women and children remain safe. It also buys time for the other tiers to react and assist. And lastly, there's this lone wolf keeping a distance from the pack. He is the leader, always watching over the pack. The Canadian photographer captured a...
Man, that is dope, man. Now, I was always looking for that clip. I finally got it. How far was that? I finally got that clip. Man, how's the content looking? Yeah. How we looking? How's the content looking, y'all? Oh yeah, I'm gonna play this. This is the wave. We got a couple more angles. We're switching up the content. This is the wave guard, Maxie. That's the wave guard. Now this is Choke No Joke, videographer. Choke No Joke has a crazy catalog. Choke No Joke is gonna highlight something about Max B. Now remember, Max B went away And a guy did lose his life. This was a robbery going wrong, going left. A guy lost his life. But Max B is home now. Choke No Joke has brought up the other side of this. And like I said, I've been covering Max B. The Wave Guard is home. But as a true UGK underground journalist, we have to show all sides. Yes, now what about the family that lost their life in this crime that Max B was convicted of and thus did 16 plus years, but he had a 75-year bid? What about that family? Choke No Joke brings up a banging point. Let's get to Choke No Joke.
A nigga lost his life.
Yeah.
You know, rest in peace, David Taylor.
Taylor, yes,
he lost his life because Max B was being a bum ass nigga. I just feel the way where.
Now, look, I'm gonna stop it. I don't think he was being a bum ass nigga. He was, in a situation. Like I said, this was a robbery going wrong. Motherfuckers do this. This is what we are programmed to do. Choke No Joke said he was being a bum ass nigga. He was in a situation with Jim Jones where he wasn't eating, and he took to the streets to rob an individual. The robbery wasn't left.
And everybody is celebrating this nigga for coming home like this nigga was a freedom fighter.
Do you feel like, he's been rehabilitated though, and he regrets what he did from back in them days, man?
That nigga been in the front of 100 microphones since he been home. He don't show no remorse. He didn't say anything about how.
Yeah, see, we got to highlight all of this. Does Choke have a point? Max B has been everywhere. He said he has shown no remorse. Do we know this? Maybe he has, maybe he hasn't, but he is bringing into a valid point about this guy being everywhere in front of microphones, and he has not made no statement on that. He is being celebrated for coming home after doing 16 years of somebody losing their life. Choke is spot on. We show all sides of the angle over here.
Remorse about what he did. You know what I'm saying? He not telling these young niggas out here, yo, I went to jail. What I went to jail for was wrong. I shouldn't have did it. I regret it. A man lost his life. Rest in peace to him. My sympathy out to his family. None of that. No, nigga, I'm wavy. I got jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, and these niggas is all around him. A bunch of broke niggas.
Yeah, I said that. That's why this was really pinged me on this. I was like, yo, and this is a lot in our culture. Niggas always want to be a part of something, but they're not doing nothing to be a part of it. They're just there. Broke niggas, right? Like he just said, you have a bunch of niggas, they're not eating off of the wave. They all, don't get it twisted. There's people eating off the wave, but a lot of these people that you see around, they are what I like to call extras. I used to say that with the boxing shit. And guys get mad. That's why I distance myself. You know how many content creators are just extras? And they carry it like an extra. They don't do nothing. They don't help build nothing. That's why you see these guys, and most of them, I was talking to my brother yesterday about this. Most of these guys that move like this, they all have similar traits and characteristics. Unemployed, looking for a quick come up, thinking they're gonna put out content, they're gonna go viral. You're not putting in no work, man. You're not, and then dudes like that to see somebody that actually put in the work, have work, and feel some type of way, like, oh, if I don't support him, that's why you have the bum broke nigga mentality. You do. You have a bum broke nigga mentality.
Around him, and they seeing this nigga get all his jewelry and all this praise for robbing and killing a nigga. A nigga lost his life.
And shout out to Choke No Joke, man. He was spot on. I felt like, you know, I have been a platform highlighting the wave, the return of the wave, so I also had to highlight that. Since I do use my platform to speak on trending topics. Max B has been trending. He has been trending. He's going to continue to trend. But I also want to highlight that as well. Hopefully y'all caught that sauce, man. I just look. I want to show that this is Jamaica again, man. Because this is what Jamaica consisted of. Now it is the Hurricane Melissa has destroyed it. But remember when I initially reported on Jamaica and I was saying how rich it was? You can literally live in the jungle and eat. Look, they can't do this no more. Right now. That's why those people out there have no food. Look, if it was like this guy, he just bananas down. The whole video.
And I have some people them have come around so they need right banana. So I cut it the good time.
This is the old video. Up next. These people can't even do that no more. That's why they was on the side of the road. They was literally on the side of the road begging for food, man. They was on the side of the road begging for food. Because their situation is their situation now. But prior to Hurricane Melissa, this is what they could have did. They wouldn't have been out there saying, oh, we're hungry, we're hungry. They could have went right into the jungle, cut down banana trees, picked mangoes, papaya, all of this good stuff. Remember, I reported on this. I said, yo, Jamaica is rich in land. Rich in land. That's why I put that in there. Shout out to the roster. That's an old video. You know, Hurricane Melissa came through and destroyed a lot of that, man. Them people, that's what they had. That's what that country has. You know, they could go right there in the woods, in the jungle, and eat, man. And eat. Pick from the trees.
People in there, yeah.
Look at it. It's a machete, man. He had a simple machete, was in the woods, the jungle, cutting down food right here. Banana, plantain, banana, right? How's the content looking, y'all? How we looking? How we sounding this morning, man? Happy Tuesday, y'all. How we looking? How we sounding, man? The news by Shanewz Motion Talk, man. Creating content in the mix of chaos. Right? Creating content, just switching it up, staying out the way. Doing what we do, man. Motion Talk. This is the motion God. Right? Yes, we touched on that. And this guy, this was the coach, one of the coaches speaking on this, or player rep. Yo, something got to be done, man. This was nasty, man. Something got to be done, man. Something has got.
You don't spit on a guy, you don't belong in the game, and hopefully the NFL handles it. Because you know, we all try to calm Jalen down, but if a man spits on you, that's a different reaction than you should ever have to deal with him again.
As soon as he spit, it was bad. I ain't gonna tolerate that part of it.
I ain't spit on nobody.
You gonna spit on a guy?
Yeah, look, lied, man. They gotta reprimand him. He lied. He spit on that man and said he didn't spit on him. Now, I'm not gonna get to all of the content, right? I'm gonna switch up now, right? Yeah, well, there also was an active investigation in the shooting of a Jets player. I'll probably cover that this afternoon, right? What I am going to do now, I'm going to get to my motion. I put out content yesterday, so now I am going to do some reaction to my content. I just don't sit around. Now, I don't like to sit around guys that sit around. Feel me? That's why I really been switching the content up. Because I feel like too many of the boxing community, where I came from initially as a content maker, not only do they only just sit around, they don't support nothing. They don't support one another. All these guys that sit around amongst each other, pay attention to this. And if the shoe fits, wear it. I don't need to say no names on this. You know who you guys are. You're not supporting one another. And it's shown. That's why you guys' platforms aren't growing. And you talk about my platforms not growing, right? I'm gonna play a video where I seen a lady in the store, she knew who I was. I've been telling you guys this forever and a day. People actually really know me. Right? Whereas a lot of you guys that claim to be big streamers, content creators, y'all can't go nowhere and nobody knows you. Other than, oh man, I did this X, Y, Z for amount of views. Yeah, but who knows you, nigga? Who knows you, nigga? Nobody. You're a fraud. You're fronting. You're fronting. Nobody knows you, nigga. Nobody knows you, nigga. Stop fronting.
All right. Yeah, I'm smart. I know you. Everybody knows me. ESPN. My nephew fights on TV for boxing.
I've seen you a few times.
All right. Bless you, King. I don't hide, man.
Yes, I don't hide. A lot of you dudes on this internet, not only are you hiding, what you do is push lies. And the jig is up, man. The jig is up, man. The jig is up. I want to highlight some of my content real quick that I put out yesterday. Wild Emotion. This one right here, look. I gotta play.
You need 3 friends in life: the truth teller.
I gotta play this guy, right? I watched this guy. He's funny sometimes. Yesterday, what he said, or the day when I don't know which day actually he said it, but it was hilarious. Right? It's fight week. This is a little bit of boxing. Right? This was hilarious. I watched this yesterday at work and laughed. Send the drops in. You know, I'm using it. Here it is right here. This was hilarious. This was hilarious.
He's 6 days away from getting his ass whooped. I wonder what you're going to say if he gets his ass whooped.
I know he's, listen, stop. Let me stop it right there. If he does get his ass whooped, the excuse is already there. He was poisoned. He was poisoned. Right? He was poisoned. They already put it in play. And to me, it's eternal. I'm like, yo, the energy is changing. You got to go in there and knock this dude out, man. You said that you're going to knock him out. Put him to sleep, man. I got bets already on the knockout. People, you know, I do the betting thing too, yeah. People already placing the bets on the knockout, but now this guy is in fear that they're gonna poison his son. So the excuses is already there. If he goes out there and doesn't perform like he's supposed to, just be mindful. He was poisoned. He did something to him. But this was funny as hell, man.
He's 6 days away from it. And you on here still talking to Mill City every damn day. While your son is out here training in a damn parking lot.
Let me stop it, man. See, I don't always agree with people, but I watch. But he's spot on right here, right? As the champion, right? As the champion. Ryan Norman Jr. is the champion, but he, like, to me, I'm speaking on it now. I was waiting. I didn't say a lot. Like I said, I have me and this guy really need to talk one day, because he really never rectified some shit. Like, to me, I have my opinion on him. I think he's a goofy, right? It is what it is. But a lot of times when you just sit back and just let things play out and now do reactions, they can't debunk an actual reaction. Your son is the champion. He's the champion, but yet I don't see really top rank behind him. And I even heard him say something where he said, yo, we on our own. We doing this on our own. And it looks like that. As the champion, your accommodations, you are. Whether that's your choice or not. You're preparing for one of the biggest fights in your career. You're in a parking garage or a parking lot, which is, to me, I was like, what is this? Maybe that's how you want to train, but nah, that's unacceptable as the champion, right? Then you watch Devin Haney, he has a facility, he got all these people around him. Like, where is that for the champion? Maybe that's what you want, but I don't think that's what you want. Like this guy just pointed out, your father's on Millie City every day, so he wants attention, right? Don't get me started. Don't get me started. You want attention. You're not over there hiding because you're on Millie City every day. You're on YouTube every day, so you want attention. But to me, this is nasty work, man.
Not even in the gym. Your son is training in a fucking parking lot because you goofy ass niggas weren't prepared correctly. Now you out here making all these damn excuses.
I'm not gonna say they wasn't prepared correctly because we don't know. Saturday we'll find out. I'm just saying they're not, as the champion. I don't feel like they're being treated as a champion. I will agree with that. I will say that. The accommodations, different things, but maybe that's how they wanted it. But I don't think that's how they want it. They can stay whatever, man. The chick is up on a lot of these content guys, and shit don't add up, man.
They tried to give him something just the other day. Yeah. And I stopped it. Man, ain't nobody trying to give you nothing. You a liar.
Yeah, that is hilarious. See, like I said, I don't always agree with this dude, but that was funny right there, man. He said they tried to give him something the other day. Yeah. He be killing Brian Norman Senior, man. He's killing this dude. I'm sitting back doing a reaction to it, man. But I posted that yesterday. That to me was funny. In the mix of my work day, I was like, yo, this shit is hilarious, man.
We hide him. We keep him away from everybody. Well, if you keeping him away from everybody, how the hell did somebody try to give him something? How'd that happen? They broke into his room to offer him some fucking jollof rice? Is that what it is? They climbed in the window to give him some fucking fufu?
Yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah, that right there was hilarious. I did get a good laugh out of that, man. Yeah, you lucky. These guys is out here pinching grown men's cheeks. Yo, your favorite content creator. How is the content looking now? He's an influencer. Pinching cheeks.
York is tricky. You gotta be careful where you at, man. It get nasty.
The niggas caught me one time. I'm standing, and the niggas was standing up on me, man. And the nigga got close up on me. He was like, "Yeah, you lucky, nigga." But when he said it, the nigga reached up and pinched my cheek.
What?
Like, what? The nigga said, "You lucky, nigga." I'm jacking this nigga right here, bro. I can't fuck with this nigga, bro. I really can't. I can't do this shit, bro.
Yeah, niggas is giving up like this. Y'all need to catch
lucky nigga. Pinch my cheek. I know. I'm like, damn.
You're lucky,
I'm looking at the other niggas like, do y'all know that y'all leader is like this?
He's pinching cheeks, man. Yeah, he pinched his cheek. Yeah, he's telling. They pinching cheeks, all right, man. They pinching the cheeks, man. A different type of cheek, though, man. But that was hilarious. Shout out to Mike Epps, man. Yeah, you lucky, nigga. That's a lot of these content creators, man. These influencers y'all look up to. They pinching cheeks, man. But this is the new
Shout
drop.
out to Shanewz, the Sauce Experience. Have a good day, buddy.
I have a couple of those. Appreciate that one.
Sauce Experience.
One of them I couldn't use. I could not use one of them. My celebrity status, man. So I touched on this.
Management.
Yeah, look, I made some phone calls. I told you I was gonna make some phone calls. So I'm just gonna say alleged, right? Keyshawn Davis has officially signed with Jay Prince. He may be, maybe some of these other guys are coming. From what I'm hearing, is a a lot of years. I'm not gonna go into how many years, but it's a lot of years where he will be managed by Jay Prince. I also got a number on the percentage that I'm not gonna disclose. I also was informed that he may be, and this is all alleged, right, having a new situation with coaching. Because remember, he was originally with B&B with Bomac. And shout out to Bomac. Bomac just made a serious bag with Conor Ben Eubanks. That's why I was saying, guys was like, Eubanks lost. No, he didn't. Eubanks got the bigger of the purse. There's no loss in that. He lost the fight, but at the end of the day, he's a professional prize fighter, independent contractor. He got a hell of a bag, right? But yes, so he signed with Shanewz Boxing. We got to see. This is all alleged. Maybe he won't be working with Bomac anymore. We'll find out moving forward. He has a new situation with Jay Prince. Remember, his mother was initially helping him, managing him, as well as some other people in the shadows that I'm not going to discuss because that's not what I do anymore. Oh yeah, but just know I know a lot. But yes, a lot of years he's going to be with Jay Prince. We'll see what happens with that, man. I see they're already making a play to try to get him on January 31st with Albright. He fought Albright already. Remember when he fought Albright, that fight was overturned because of the marijuana. I also heard that he was offered another fight. This is all alleged. With Gary Antoine Russell. He did not want that fight. They wanted to give him Gary Antoine Russell. But he did not want that fight. This is all alleged. I'm gonna say alleged. Right? Because I don't want, people to, this is alleged. But yeah, he was offered Gary Antoine Russell. Did not take it. He'd rather fight Albright. But hey, what do I know? Alleged. But like I said, when I initially reported on this yesterday, I was gonna do some digging or making some phone calls. This is all alleged. But hey, what do I know? How's the content looking, y'all? How's the content looking? Hit the like button, man. I'm about to get out the door in about another 15 minutes. Go get me a coffee. And start my day. Maybe I'll go live when I get my coffee, y'all. But I just wanted to get this one in at the desk. So yes, a lot of years with Jay Prince. You have to wait to see what his coaching situation is going to be. Once the initial move for them is to try to get him the Albright fight. I'm gonna reach out to Albright's people. I'm cool with Rodney. Shout out to Rodney, R&R Emotions. I'll probably get some type of a quote from Rodney. I'll send Rodney a message in a second. These guys get up early. Rodney's probably up right now. I might hit Rodney up. Matter of fact, let me hit Rodney up right now for a quick reaction. Maybe I can get it from him while I'm on live. In regards to the Albright situation, I know Ronnie's probably up. Ronnie's a millionaire. You know that millionaire guys, they get up early. If you didn't know, they're not bullshit. The people that have jobs, careers, and businesses, they don't sit around. They're up in the wee hours of the morning. They get up early. They exercise. They do different things. A lot of times, people that don't do nothing sit around. That's a whole nother thing. But let me hit Rodney up right now. Rodney is Albright's R&R promotion. That is Albright's promoter. Just to get a reaction, a quote from him. I'm on live. Hopefully, he may hit me back. He may not. You know, they get up early. Just sent him a quick text. You know, but yeah, that's the initial plan or move. They want to go there. Take me through there. Take me through there. Take me through there. This was I highlighted that.
Tony attempts to conceal fame while discussing ESPN and his boxing nephew.
All right. Yeah, I'm smart. I know. Everybody knows me. ESPN.
I know you.
My nephew's
Yeah.
TV boxing.
Oh, I know I am.
Here's the problem. There's 4K cameras.
Covered that. Here we go, right here. This is what I want to highlight.
Here's the problem.
Boxing, y'all. We just don't talk it, man. We demonstrate it. We demonstrate it, man. This is why a lot of y'all don't like really getting in with me with boxing. Y'all let folks understand that a lot of y'all been in competition.
So come and help me get faster. Look. You can get right in competition. You can help me out, get faster. Come on.
Y'all was in competition, man.
Doors open.
I was always linked to that. That's why you said that.
Come help me out.
A lot of y'all like that. You're a content maker. Right? You are a content maker.
Justin. So come and help me get faster. Look, we can get right in here. You can help me out, get faster. Come on. The door's open. Come help me out.
Yes, come help me out, man. I'm in the trenches. Right here, look. I still can move a little bit, man. Monty is 17 years old. Pay attention to this.
I'm waiting for Monty. What's up, Monty?
Attention, man.
What's up?
Watch Monty try to turn me, man. But my defense is so sharp, man. The defense is so sharp, look. Defense is so sharp, baby.
Wait for Monty, see? Monty keeps me sharp.
Defense is still sharp, man. Defense is still sharp, baby.
Monty keeps me sharp.
How's the content looking, y'all? I was trying to get it around, man. Ronnie's my head back. How's the content, y'all?
Certainly am. A mentor.
How's the content, man? Now,
there you go.
Stop this. Yeah, my daughter got the fight yesterday.
Yes, keep going, man. Why you stop? Why you stop? Ain't no hurting your wrist in boxing.
Bully and her friend, and she took initiative.
There you go. There you go. Sound the alarm.
Sound the alarm.
Sound the alarm.
She's a friend of her friend.
Sound the alarm.
She beat up a boy.
Sound the alarm.
Boy.
Sound the alarm. There goes Amani warming up.
Hopefully she does not get
together
today.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna get the guys mad. Yo, T, you still in here? Look. Yeah, they said I don't be doing real pull-ups.
They always say I don't do pull-ups.
Look.
Man. I think I can do pull-ups. Let's see. Look, this is mobility and motion on the ball.
Yo, T. See, they said I don't do real pull-ups.
This is mobility. Right here, look. Gotta be able to lift your weight or be comfortable with weight. That right there, I would say. You gotta be comfortable to be able to do that.
See, they tell
you I don't do real pull-ups. But they say I don't do real pull-ups, man. Hey, what do I know, man? Hopefully I hit the like button. Y'all enjoyed the content. We are getting out the door now. I'm gonna, go give me a cup of coffee. Start my day. Maybe I'll give y'all another live stream, right? That's what we do over here. We stream, man. We are streamers, man. We are streamers. Streaming. It's all streaming, man. Staying out the way. Building a platform. And definitely do, man. But hopefully y'all enjoyed the sauce. Hit the like button. We will definitely be remixing a lot of content. Matter of fact, let me get something out right now. I'm gonna end this live stream. Salute to everybody that came in here and checked this out. I'm gonna drop a couple of shorts right now while I'm at the desk. But this is the Sauce Experience, the news by Shanewz Media Marketing Management Consulting Agent. Serious inquiries only. You know, you do have options.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tuimuheloa. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.